from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the Raven first down.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Zone now. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Willie Snead. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes quickly complete out wide and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Jackson.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. 45 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Chiefs nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Jackson will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown. Touchdown.
Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a game.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a Ravens first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Willie Snead.
Touchdown.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Here so far, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Ravens 28, Chiefs 0.